Hello you lovely people. In today's video I want to talk to you about our accent lighting. We're still setting up our studio and therefore we need to add some sort of interest to our boring white background. How about I show you one of them? Just here I've got one which is the Viltrox L116. Actually both are the same. It's powered by the NP style batteries. So it's very convenient considering most video makers have loads of these laying around. And if you don't, like I didn't a few weeks ago, go out and buy some because you're definitely going to need to use them on everything, starting from monitors, going all the way to recorders. Right, the light itself. As you can see, we've attached a bit of blue gel. I've got a red gelled one just here. Let's talk about what it comes with in the box. Actually, the light comes with basically nothing. It's the light itself, so it's a plasticky light. It comes with this little adapter, which can be mounted onto the shoe mount of the camera. And it actually comes with no battery, no power supply. It does take a somewhat standard DC power in. The light itself is really small and it is definitely made out of all plastic. But it has this particular coating on the front which makes it look like it's just one solid light rather than individual LEDs, which is really good for filmmaking. The other thing I really like is it's got this little screen on the back. So this little screen on the back lights up and you also have the little dial. So the dial is to control both the lighting, the strength of the light, and also to control the temperature. So we use this light for the purpose of lighting up our background. But actually, there's no reason why you can't use this light as light up the subject. And it's only about 20%. So if I were to whack it all the way up to, if I were to whack up all the way to 100, it is actually really bright. In fact, from here, it's brighter than the main light. So that's quite cool. Let's do it all the way. So it's blinding that way. So if I were to bounce it off the background, or maybe in this case off the light box here, it's actually a really nice light. Wow, that is very bright. Now let's talk about specs. It has an adjustable color temperature from warm 3300 Kelvin and it goes up to 5600 Kelvin, which is daylight. I find it to be most bright in between at about 4400 Kelvin. It also has a CRI of 95. For those who are not familiar, CRI is a color rendering index, which defines ability of a light source to reveal the colors of various objects as they are in real life. Higher CRI means things will simply look more natural. In our case, we have ghetto mounted some gels to them to provide some color, as it's used to light the background and it doesn't really need to be pretty. In many cases, I'd say you could use this light as a fill light, but also, let's test this out. Kill my main light and just increase the brightness on this. You can actually have this replace my main light and get a reasonable effect. Probably need to adjust it down a bit. You might want to diffuse it ever so slightly, but it can be used as a main light with a bit of diffusion. Lastly, the price. This is what actually attracted us to this light, as we were looking for something cheap to start off with and then upgrade in the future. This light is actually about $30 US, which is ridiculously cheap for this kind of quality. You can also find it for about $40 on Amazon with a battery kit, which comes with a charger and a battery itself, which is basically a steal. Sure, it is not a big light. Like the light I've got here is basically the size of me and it's producing very soft light, but for the price that you're paying, this is definitely a very good value for money. If you need something which is a bit more mobile, or if you want to use it as a fill light, this is definitely a light for you. As a startup YouTubers, we're very happy to find a light which both suits our needs and meets our budget. I hope you found this useful. I will leave a link down below. Give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.